Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trasher Wrestling, and today I'm going to be doing my PLE predictions for Clash in Italy this Sunday. Now, usually the PLEs as of recently have been occurring on Saturday evening. This one will be Sunday in the afternoon for us in the States, so this will definitely be a little bit different, but, you know, I'm used to the old Sunday PLE/pay-per-view scheduling. But it'll be in Turin, Italy, in the, I hope that's pronounced, Inalpi Arena. This is a 5-match card, just like a lot of the B pay-per-views have been, but, you know, this is a very solid card. Like, it's got a lot of big-time matches, but they're all rematches. But we get 3 world titles, a mid-card title, and a big rematch from WrestleMania. But without further ado, let's get into it. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. Cody will be defending his title against Gunther. I do remember these guys faced off against each other in that one match. I believe it was like King of the Ring or something like that years ago. I believe Cody won that one. I believe that was also one of the only few times Gunther has been pinned since he came up to the main roster. And, you know, Cody has been really on a tear ever since he won the title back from Cena. You know, at WrestleMania, he faced off against Orton and retained, and we haven't seen Orton on TV since. So he's kind of just been floundering. And then, you know, you had that story with Gunther needing that offer or whatever from Heyman, and, you know, we all thought it was going to end up being a retirement match against Brock at SummerSlam, and then Brock retired at Mania, and then unretired, and we'll get into that later in this video, but, now they finally have gotten something for Cody, but it doesn't feel right for Gunther to lose after just having a crazy tear of retiring Bill Goldberg, retiring John Cena, retiring AJ Styles, and then WrestleMania felt empty, and he gets a huge win against Seth Rollins. And then look at him now. World title match. What else can you do but put the title on him? I expect a screwy finish. I don't know if this will be DQ, a count out, or, you know, some interference by someone, but I don't know who would interfere in a match like this. So the only thing that can come to mind is Gunther DQs himself, or somehow Cody just wins clean. So my prediction is Cody wins. I think he'll retain. I'd like to see Gunther win. I'm a big Gunther fan. A lot of people out there think he's boring. I really, really like Gunther. He's one of my favorites, but he doesn't really need a world title right now. I think Cody's going to retain. And then in the second match, we will have Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. I don't care for this feud. Their Mania match was better than I expected it was going to be. I didn't really care for B-Fab and Michin until like the 6-women tag that they had as of recently with Charlexa and Rhea in them. Give me Rhea to retain again. I think Cargill's probably going to go to like the upper mid-card of the women's division after this. There's no way she's winning the title back. Rhea's going to hold it for a pretty long time. And then we have Becky Lynch retaining her Women's Intercontinental Championship against Sol Ruca. So at Saturday night's main event, they did have a match, but it wasn't for the title, but it did end at a DQ, I think it was. Adam Pearce announced that they would have a rematch at Clash in Italy. And here we are now. For the title, I'd love to see Sol Ruca win. I just think it's a little bit too early to put a belt on her, but I also don't want her losing so early. I think the company's going to pick Becky, but I'd like to see Sol Ruca here. But this is a predictions, not who I want to win. So give me Becky Lynch in this one. And then you have Roman Reigns defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Jacob Fatu in Tribal Combat. Now, they did have a match at Backlash, and it was a pretty damn good match between the two. I really wanted to see Jacob win, obviously, because I'm a big Jacob Fatu fan. But, you know, Roman just won the belt at Mania. The stipulation for this, I think, is something along the lines of, like, if Jacob Fatu loses, he must acknowledge Roman or something like that. I feel like that's what all the Tribal Combat matches have felt like. Give me Roman Reigns to retain again. I think there's probably going to be a screwy finish. A lot of people are saying, oh, Zilla Fatu. I highly doubt it. He's cool, but, you know, I doubt it. I think Roman wins clean in this one, and Jacob probably goes and does his own stuff after, probably takes a little bit of a break again. Roman will retain. And then in the final match on this predictions, I wanted to save this for last because I don't even know if this match will main event the card or not, but we will have to see. We have the rematch of Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, the only non-championship bout on this card. Look, their Mania match could have been better, but it was very fun and hype for what it was. The quick upset, one finish, boom, no kick out. Like, that was it. The retirement was, very emotional for Brock, and even for me watching. Like, I grew up watching Brock a lot. And for him to return out of nowhere makes me question what in the world is going on, because that just feels like a very bad Vince Russo swerve type of idea. I don't like it. I think he should have stayed retired. I think Oba, that was the perfect send-off. The perfect handle of giving the torch back to someone like an Obafemi, and you mess it up by having him return. I don't know if the company wanted him for longer because of the contract said so, or if Brock shot on him for the retirement and they threatened to sue him over contract disputes or what, but man, I'm really afraid of what the company's going to do here in this match. And a lot of wrestling fans like to use the term buried a lot. And I want people to know, Oba is not buried if he loses this match. I hope to God that they don't have Brock dominate Oba in the same way that Oba dominated Brock. I will be insanely pissed. I will also be insanely pissed if they do it in the way that Brock beat Cena at WrestlePalooza back in September. So, I personally think Brock will win in a competitive matchup to set up for a third and last match where Oba wins, and then I guess you could quite possibly again do Brock and Gunther at SummerSlam if you want to, or you could have this or a possible Oba Brock 3 be the last one. But I think Brock's probably going to win. I want Oba to win so bad. It would be so cool to see him go 2 in a row against Brock. But, if you guys know the WWE, you guys will understand why I'm picking Brock here to win, just in my prediction. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below who you guys think will be winning all of these matches. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week, and I will see you guys, I guess, this Friday for the SmackDown review.